Hi guys, my name is Karthik and I am from ExecuteAutomation.com and welcome to another video of our Kubernetes for Testers course. And in this video I'll be talking about understanding Kubernetes nodes. Alright, so let's get started. Kubernetes nodes. Kubernetes nodes are like workers. They do real job, meaning they do whatever we specified in the master via manifest file, that is the YAML file or the JSON file, and the master then commands the node to get things done. And once again, the YAML file and JSON files are something that we need to be discussing about in our upcoming videos of this course. Don't worry about it yet because we have not even touched the surface of what this whole Kubernetes clusters is all about. So we'll be talking about that. But just keep in mind that Kubernetes nodes are like the workers. They do the real job. Whatever we specify in the manifest file, the YAML or the JSON file, the nodes will be doing that. So as that said, node has the following components. So node contains components such as Couplet, Docker, and Kubernetes proxies. And the Docker is something which can be replaced to Rocket or whatever container runtimes that you got. So basically I'm saying Docker here because that's something which we have already discussed in our previous video courses in our ExecuteAutomation channel. So that's why I'm using Docker in here. So as you can see, the number of components in nodes is much lesser than the master itself because it's just 3 and they're doing pretty straightforward job than compared to master itself. So the Couplet is an agent that runs on nodes in cluster. It makes sure that the containers are running a pod. So they sense the status message of healthy pods or damaged pods to master every time to ensure that the containers are hale and hearty. So basically this is the one which is responsible for talking with the Kubernetes master and ensure that the parse which is running inside the node is healthy or is it damaged. So for instance, it sees that the part which is running inside this node is kind of damaged, then it will just report to master that the part that I got is currently damaged. That's it. So it won't try to resolve the issue which is running within the part, something like why is it damaged or what is the resolution that it has to take to fix the damaged pod. No, it won't do any such thing. All it does is just send a status message to the master saying the pod has been broken for some reason. And the next component is the container runtime. So the container runtime is a software that is responsible for running the container. And as I said, the Kubernetes support several different runtimes, something like Dockers, Rocket, and Run-C, etc. But the one which we are discussing is going to be the Docker because Docker is something, as I said before, we have already discussed in our ExecuteAutomation courses. That's why we're going to use this. And once again, this is very, very flexible because it's too common nowadays that many people know Docker, and Docker is kind of a most important way of life in containers right now. And it's much easy, and a lot of different automation testing tools also supports Docker images. So that's why we're going to choose Docker in this case. And finally, the last component of the node is the kube proxy itself. So the kube proxy enables the Kubernetes service abstraction by maintaining network rules on the host and performing connection forwarding. So you can think of Kubernetes proxy as a network manager or something where it always knows that this is the network that the parts which is running inside the node is going to be using. So it helps to create networking of pods within nodes. And once again, we have not discussed about pods yet. We're just talking about nodes and master, but the pods are the one which is responsible for running the container within it. And again, this pods concept is something we'll be discussing in our next video of this course. But as of now, be informed that a node can have one pod which is running inside it, or it can have multiple different pods running with it. So the first pod is always called as primary pod, and the other pods are always called as a backup pod or secondary pod or whatever you name it. So that's it, guys. So these are the different components within nodes. So we have Couplets, Kubernetes proxies, and container runtimes within nodes. So these are the 3 simple components which is running within nodes, and they do all the magics of clustering within Kubernetes. So let's understand pods next and see how things work. Stay tuned for our next video, and once again, thank you very much for watching this video and have a great day.